round of applause. And now please give him a big round of applause.
In fact, the tone for this conference was set by Shri Praveen Gupta ji, member Thermal CEA, when we had a discussion, and he mooted the idea that let us get the industry and the utilities together along, so that we are at least able to implement our policies effectively, and particularly for fly ash, which we have seen practically, like it has not been, utilization has not been able to take the pace which government had desired. But in the past few years, what we have witnessed is that it has really, the industry has also come up, the policy framework has also been put in place, and I think now it is the time to accelerate the utilization of, and as rightly pointed out, it is now going to be an asset. So that is what we want to recognize. And I think in this background, hosting this conference, it's a matter of privilege and honor for NPTI to get associated with the Ministry of Power, Central Electricity Authority, Ministry of Coal, Ministry of Environment and Forest in hosting this conference. And I again thank all my dignitaries on the dais and the eminent professionals who have joined us for this conference.
The topic is very apt: sustainable fly ash utilization, challenges and opportunities in thermal plants. My perspective will be as a power generator, that is ash generator, you can say. I would like to throw my difficulties, what you are facing at site while managing ash, because many policy designers are there who can take our pain while designing the policy. So in any thermal plant, you can say fly ash utilization is a must. We try to utilize 100% fly ash in any plant, because fly ash we used to sell, say from 5 rupees to 250 rupees we are selling fly ash per ton. But if at all this fly ash we are not able to utilize, then that fly ash goes to our ash dike, and we as a generator we pay 500 to 800 rupees per ton to utilize those ash. So it is a pain point for us. Everybody will try to utilize fly ash from silo itself. But times we are not able to achieve those things, because it is all due to connectivity. If there is a good connectivity with the plant, the NH is connected to plant, near to plant, then you don't need to travel these vehicles through villages. You don't need to manage lot of stakeholders. Then you use fly ash. Therein you can say many plants we are using 100% fly ash, particularly fly ash.
It's both my privilege and a responsibility to address this August gathering on a subject which is very important. And being member thermal in CEA, I am responsible for ash utilization also. And I have to ensure that the ash is utilized in a eco-friendly manner, and it is 100% utilization we can achieve. You all know that coal is backbone of our country, coal generation, and we have around 228 gigawatts of coal-based capacity in the country, out of 523 gigawatt of installed capacity, which is around 43% of the total installed capacity. In terms of generation, if you see, it is almost 70 to 72% generation of the country is coming from coal-based power plants. So coal is a backbone of our energy mix. And the plans which we have made in future, CEA is responsible for making national electricity plants. And there also we are envisaging that our installed capacity will become 307 gigawatt by 2034-35. and around 97 gigawatt we have to achieve from the base year of 2023. And we have already achieved 19 gigawatt of capacity has already been commissioned from the baseline, and 41 gigawatt is already under construction. 22 gigawatt of capacity we have already awarded. So around, if you add up all these, some capacity is under bidding, and if you add up all about 88 gigawatt of worth of capacity we have already firmed up, and the rest is already identified, and very shortly we are going to award that. The point I want to make here, that coal will remain here in the country for a few decades, and the only problem what I face is that the ash content in the coal is around 40%. So that means if you burn 1 kg of coal, 400 grams of ash is generated, which we have to utilize. I would just like to thank the organizers for giving me this opportunity and to share my thoughts, and I wish all the best to this AshCon, a very name which has been coined by your NPTI, and hope we'll get some good inputs during the conference which will be helpful in making good policies. Thank you.
There is a committee in Ministry of Coal, which Mr. Gupta was referring to, which is regarding allotment of voids to the power plants. I mean, the fly ash that is not being able to be used, that is being allotted, and that void is getting allotted to various power plants. And in fact, the trend that I have seen in the last year or so is that in the areas where we don't have voids, there are a lot of power plants who want that to be allotted, and the areas where we have voids, nobody is there. So actually, what is actually happening is that maybe there are areas, and that we all know, that there are areas where there is a very, strong concentration of industries which use them. So I found it pretty challenging, pretty intriguing. So I thought that it was a good initiative from the CEA, from NPTI to organize this conference, and I thought it would be better for me to be here and share some thoughts that I have in my mind. Say, for example, we all say that Indian coal has got very high ash content. We know that it's ranges from about 25 to 48% of ash. So it's a bane for us. And what my previous speakers told about is that, say, about a couple of decades back, we could use only 10% of the ash. So it was a real worry for us, that having so much of ash and you can't dispose it off, more power plants you run, more fly ash you generate, and more difficult it becomes for you to dispose them off. Now, having reached 96.3% right now, it simply means that the ash that we have, it has basically from waste that it was about a couple of decades back, it has become an asset. And thanks to innovations in the sector, we are able to use, maybe in the bricks sector, in making roads, in power plant, in hydel power plants, the basic structure, and a lot of other places where we are able to use it. I would congratulate NPTI and CEA for having organized this day-long workshop. Would surely come up with some recommendations which would be very useful in policy making, and look forward to hearing it towards the end of the day, what all has come up, and my best wishes for taking it forward. Thank you.
As Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam once said, you have to dream before your dreams can come true. The dream of a cleaner, greener India, where every ton of fly ash finds purposeful use, requires the collective efforts of audiences like you and many hands and many minds. I wish to sincerely thank all the technical experts, speakers and panelists who would be sharing their discourses during the upcoming sessions. Let this be our resolve as we work towards 100% fly ash utilization. I am confident that the deliberations at AshCon will generate valuable insights and actionable outcomes. I once again express our collective gratitude to one and all who have contributed to this program. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
First session on fly ash generation and management in thermal power plants. We have 3 speakers, and I believe organizers have set around 10 minutes each for the speaker.
It is my proud privilege to deliver vote of thanks on this special occasion of one-day National Conference on Sustainable Fly Ash Utilization, Challenges and Opportunities in the Thermal Power Plant. First of all, on behalf of National Power Training Institute and Central Electricity Authority, the entire fraternity, I extend our heartfelt gratitude to our chief guest, Shri Sanoj Kumar Jha, Additional Secretary, Ministry of Coal, Government of India, for accepting the invitation and gracing the inaugural session in the morning and sharing the insightful thoughts during inaugural session. NPTI and CEA are very grateful to Shri S.K. Panda, Member Technical DVC, for sharing his valuable time and join us to grace the inaugural function and support the session chair of Policy Framework Guidelines. We are very grateful to the respective Shri Praveen Gupta sir, Member Thermal CA, for his full support, guidance, for igniting the spark of AshCon. We are really very thankful for him. Because of him only we can thought of conducting this conference. We at NPTI is very thankful to our honorable, visionary, respectable Director General, Shri Hemant Jain sir, for his presence, for his guidance, encouragement and providing confidence at our NPTI.